you start, it's how you finish. And UConn knocks out a #1 seed to head back to the Final Four.
To the Final Four to defend their title. The #1 overall seed, Connecticut, will try to become the first program to repeat.
The UConn men and women are back at it again. Both teams are representing their regions in the Final Four once again. This isn't the first time that both UConn teams have had a chance to win in the same season. They have already accomplished this feat twice, once in 2004 and again in 2014, and now the year is 2024. I'm seeing a bit of correlation here. Let's start with the women's team. They're coming off a 7-point victory against #1 seeded USC in the Elite Eight. They have beaten their opponents by an average margin of 11 points. Paige Beckers, who returned this season after tearing her ACL, hasn't missed a beat. She's been the offensive leader of this team all season, and that has not changed in this tournament. Throughout the tournament, she is averaging 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists per game, while also adding 3.2 steals and 1.5 blocks. She has been the engine behind this Final Four run, and she will need to keep up this performance for the next 2 games. UConn will have to face their toughest test of the season. Tonight they play against Iowa and the mighty Caitlin Clark, who is coming off a 41-point outburst and a win against the defending champs in LSU. If UConn gets past Iowa, they will most likely face off against South Carolina, who has not lost a game all season and are the favorites to win it all. It will be a tough road for the Huskies to win it all, but they have a head coach in Gino Auriemma, who has been there many times before and will surely have a strategy to help his team win it all. Now onto the UConn men. They have been nothing short of historically dominant throughout this tournament. They have made top offenses look like D3 teams and have controlled the pace on every single team thus far. They have an average margin of victory of 27 points so far this tournament. The thing about this UConn team is they have so many different guys that can beat you. It was Donovan Clingan versus Illinois. It was Cam Spencer versus San Diego State, and it was Tristan Newton versus Northwestern. Newton has been the leader of the offense all season in the sense that he controls the pace and makes the right passes. But in terms of the scoring, there are 4 to 5 guys on this team that can go for 20 plus on any given night. The problem is you just don't know who it's going to be. UConn plays against Alabama on Saturday night. Bama is a very fast-paced team who can shoot the lights out at times. But if UConn can limit their shooting ability and control the pace, we could see another blowout and a trip to a second straight final for the Huskies. Waiting for them in that final will be either Purdue or NC State. We talked about NC State in my previous video. They're on an incredible run right now, and both the men's and women's teams are in the Final Four as well. UConn has the firepower to repeat as champs, but it won't come easy, especially if they have to face the 7-4 behemoth Zach Edey, who has been the most dominant player in this tournament. Thank you all for watching. Can the UConn men and women win both titles for the 3rd time in program history? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more content like this, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.